AI is at it again, and it caused a teenager major trauma. They have a AI technology, security technology at this school, and it flagged him for having a gun. It alerted the authorities, and it wasn't a gun. It was a bag of Doritos. And so the police came, and it was a whole big deal. I mean, obviously, the police should have, if they thought it was a gun, of course, you take that seriously, but it was Doritos. So AI problems.
It was like 8 cop cars that came pulling up to us. At first, I didn't know where they was going until they started walking towards me with guns, talking about, get on the ground. And I was like, what? They made me get on my knees and then put my hands behind my back and cuffed me. And then they searched me, and they figured out I ain't have nothing. Then they went over there to where I was standing, found the bag of chips on the floor. They said that AI detector or something detected that I had a gun, but I was just holding a Doritos bag.
Well, there's a big difference between a Doritos bag and a gun.
Yeah, they're not very similar.
And the more I experiment with AI, it's definitely not accurate a lot of times. Mm-hmm. And this is weird. You know how a lot of people are afraid that AI is going to take their jobs and everything like that? It was just posted today that AI is keeping the economy out of recession.
Really?
Yeah, because the demand on the chips and the people that have to make the chips and and I don't know if that's a temporary thing, but it's just showing that the panic, certain jobs may be eliminated, but there's also other jobs being created.
Wow.
That's what I've always thought with technology is that everybody says it's taking jobs, but then there's also other, there's maintaining the new technology also.
Yeah. And then if you have AI taking care of this stuff, does it allow you to go and think of other things to evolve that makes life better, that you now creates a totally different job that we can't even imagine?
That's what they
look at it as a tool instead of something that's replacing you.
Right.
It's like when they invented the answer machine, they're like, we'll never have receptionists again.
Right.
That didn't happen.
Yeah. Yeah, it might reduce in some ways, but then you have problems like this, and you're like, is it?
And that's why you need real people to go and check and make sure that it's actually not a gun.
Right. Can you imagine if it was AI that detected this Dorito bag and thought it was a gun?
And they just transported you to the jail.
You're right, exactly. An AI robot gets you and takes you to an AI judge, and they're all in the same program.
My gosh.
That could happen.
That's where I say the robots are going to take over anyways. That's exactly what you just said.
Yes.
The robots will eventually be able to do that to us, and they'll suppress us. They'll launch nuclear weapons. They will take us away, and then all of a sudden when we're all dead, the world will keep expanding at an unbelievable rate, but it'll be all AI and it will be all no feeling, and that's why the universe is so big, because they don't have to breathe the oxygen.
The Karens of the world are not going to let this happen. Because whenever they're on the phone with the computer, they're going to want to speak to a person, and they're not going to let the robots take over.
And then they send the AI and just smack her in the face.
Send it to the Karen. We have a Karen alert. Listen, we have our official attorney, Lisa Lanier, because is there legal implications here? Because if somebody like falsely accused you of something, there'd be legal implications. But if it's a technology error, where does this go? Lisa, good morning.
Hey, good morning. And listening to you guys, to Jason's point, about the economy and the microchips and stuff, it's just a matter of time before they teach the bots to make those chips.
Exactly.
Right?
Right.
Yeah.
And then you go down that whole rabbit hole. I definitely, it's fascinating to watch how AI has evolved just in a very short amount of time. And it is getting better, but like you guys said, these mistakes are huge and there are legal implications. And the law is not able to even keep up because jurisprudence usually takes years to evolve, right? And either legislators have to act to create new laws to keep pace with technology, or cases have to work their way through the appellate courts to have decisions about what is and what isn't okay with all of this. And so here, where this kid, he's a good kid. He's a football player. It was after practice. You're hungry after practice. He was having a bag of Doritos. And what happened was there's this company, and they've become very successful with this platform where they take a school's existing security camera system and they monitor it with this AI. And supposedly it can, spot a gun and put a school on lockdown right away.
I like that in theory.
Yeah, it's a good theory, right?
Yeah.
So here he was holding a bag of Doritos, and it was he was just holding it, and it just looked weird, I guess the angle that the camera caught him or whatever. And so here they come. So, but the scary thing is, they immediately go into this panic mode, right? So they send a whole bunch of cops running up on him with guns drawn. Get down on the ground, get down on your knees. He gets down on his knees, And he's an African American kid, which this is worrisome. I think more so for him maybe than if he was a white kid, because he's seen video of what has happened in other situations.
He could have easily panicked for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for sure. So they put him down, lay him down, not gently, on the ground, cuff him, and proceed to search him. And the thing that he was having all kinds of trauma, like what's going to happen to me? Why are they doing this to me? And everybody's seeing this, all of his peers. So then there's all this, oh my God, what do you do? And so, so there's definitely, he described after it was over, nobody even said they were sorry. Nobody checked on him. They were just like, oh, well, okay, it was a mistake. Yeah, we're out here.
Because does he have legal actions to recover some money based upon?
He does. Yeah. So there are definitely legal implications. So back, there's a case that went to the Supreme Court, New Jersey versus T.L.O. that said that the Fourth Amendment, it applies to kids in school. So unreasonable search and seizure is not allowed with kids in school. But the case set out a different standard. Normally, we all know, right, probable cause, right? We all know that. But that is not the standard. It's a lesser standard in school, and it's called reasonable suspicion. And so the question then, and this is where our laws haven't really kept up, we don't really, I don't think, have a clear legal answer whether or not a mistake made by AI is reasonable suspicion. Is that reasonable suspicion to make this okay? I suspect it's not. And the reason is there have been other cases that have held that mistaken identity is not reasonable suspicion. So if they search the wrong kid based on mistaken identity, that's an unreasonable search and seizure. So I think here that's analogous. So I don't think it's going to be a reasonable suspicion.
Right, because if you think about it, the AI is still developed by humans, and if the the way it was developed was not reasonable suspicion, even if, because it's just like a tool for security or law enforcement. It's a tool made by humans that was not efficient enough to be reasonable suspicion, in my opinion.
Yeah, no,
I don't think it's, and I think they failed to have a human factor in there to look at this and say, does that really even look like a gun? I could not find an actual image of the Dorito bag that was very clear. I saw some images. It didn't look anything, they're very blurry, but it didn't look anything like a gun in the images I saw. And I saw this kid recreate for the news, for that local Baltimore news station, he recreated kind of how he was holding it. And it's a fairly large bag of Doritos. I just don't see how it could even be mistaken for a gun. And so, where was the human factor in this, looking at this going, actually that's a bag of chips.
Right. Like, Doritos, not a gun.
Yeah.
Well, and like we said, in theory, if you have like technology that can really work to help with safety in schools, that's awesome. But this is not great. This could have ended really, really bad.
And what about those cameras that came out not too long ago that just started shooting pellets at you if it's suspected that you were doing?
Where's this camera? I remember you were talking about it, but I don't remember. Ugh.
Yeah, it would basically detect that you were doing something, because they have AI stuff in cameras now that detect suspicion of shoplifting. And you might not be. It might just be your mannerisms. But the one camera was like, if it appeared that you were breaking into something, it just started shooting.
Oh my gosh!
It wasn't bullets, but it's probably those rubber bullets. And what if it hit your eye and knocked your eye out?
There've been some huge AI mistakes, even just in the past year. There have been mistakes where AI has told people to take pebbles, like rocks, for a medical condition. And and there was a case where an AI software used by a car dealership sold a brand new SUV. I think it was a Ford Explorer for $1, and some crazy things like that. And there was a terrible case that's actually, I think, still being litigated, where a young a high school student formed like this relationship with AI and was talking to this AI about problems, and the AI encouraged the child to commit suicide.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, I heard that story. Yeah, that's bad.
That is terrible.
Yeah. So it's a long way to go, and then all of our lives will be ruined. It's fine. It's all good.
Yeah, the robots will take over someday. They will take over. I'm telling you.
Yep.
And they'll be able to, like you just said, it's going at an unbelievable rate that humans won't be able to keep up. And then the world will be in existence with no feeling and just reproduction. Ugh.
Yep. And James Cameron, he was on it early with Terminator. He in the 80s. Seriously, it was like,
Yeah.
I mean, he really predicted. I mean, think about it. He predicted the future that robots would take over.
I think that's where we're headed. I really do.
Yeah. Well, Jason, you better get your sex bot now. I wouldn't wait. Don't wait.
I don't know if it's in our lifetime, but it will be in some kind of generation.
Are the robots going to breed us?
No,
They're not going to
humans
like
don't
put
exist.
us in. Okay.
Put us in slavery.
They
Maybe?
don't want us as pets or anything.
They're going to build themselves at an unbelievable rate, and the universe is so big because they don't need oxygen. They don't need that stuff. They're just going to keep expanding, and if they do have to adapt to another planet, they make themselves be able to adapt.
We're not going to see all this.
We're
You're
not,
thinking,
but it's going to happen.
Too hard.
It's going to happen.
It is rapid though. It's exponential growth. But and then I wonder if there'll be like different factions of AI where they're like, ooh, or like racist AI.
That's what I was thinking.
Like, oh, you're a Grok AI or
Ew.
whatever.
But they have no feeling.
Your co-pilot. I don't know. Do they?
No, they don't.
But could they program themselves to have feelings?
No.
How they should react in a situation?
No, because they're not human.
How
then
can they
why
not?
would they have
I
a
like how
desire to
Jason
take
thinks
over?
they're going to accomplish all this stuff but not have feelings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
why would they desire to take us
There is
over
no
if they had no feelings?
But they're because it's just expanding, and they might develop the fact that they just think that this is how it's supposed to be with the information that they're processing and evolving. It's not that they have a feeling that they want to; they just do.
But we develop computers to make our lives easier. They have their goal. That's all that they do. They don't need to make their lives easier because they're not even.
Well, there's
living.
already.
But I think that there's an inherent like self propagation. Like they like for some reason I think there's an inherent desire for them to multiply, which is weird. Like not a desire, it's not the right word, but like a built-in automatic
yes.
multiplier.
Yeah.
And there was a guy. Do you guys remember this? It was like about in the last year, I think. There was a fairly famous computer scientist that got out of this
Yes.
because he felt like his work was leading to that.
It was from Google.
Because yes, it got to the point where it was scaring him, and so he was like, "I'm out of here."
Yes, 100%.
Yeah. He developed it and said, this is bad.
And if we train the AIs, what they're really being trained to do is be efficient. They're going to say, to be the most efficient, we got to get rid of humans and to continue to evolve. Trust me, it's a scary thought.
But Lisa, do you think it's out of the realm of possibility for an AI to develop, if feeling's the wrong word, but develop biases over time to protect itself from other AI? I know.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure because I think there is an inherent self-preservation, not based on feelings, but based on technology, just to continue to build on and improve and expand.
And then if they get into a war, it's over, right? So
Yeah. Oh, well. Yeah.
Yep.
Oof.
And, back in the day, there was a Matthew Broderick. There was a movie called War Games. And that was years and years ago. And basically, it made it seem like, and it would react to other countries' nuclear weapons coming over, and a way to prevent it, we were very close to launching our own nuclear weapons. We're just going to blow ourselves up.
Man, it's all. Man, I felt good coming into work, and I feel even better now. Even better now. All right, Lisa, you're awesome. We appreciate you. Ever injured? Contact her right away at hireaheavyweight.com.